Yeah, but I'm sorry, y'all. This is gonna be an explicit episode, so get y'all kids ready. Tuck them in, man, because Burner has baited me. So this is a disclaimer before we launch the episode. He has baited me into a tough conversation. So when y'all tune in, y'all gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep. You know what this is? This is not a movement, it's the only thing moving, huh? Dig that? Okay, oh yes, the war is coming. The gap keep growing with the wealthy and the slumming. So I use my mental riches for digits to keep them running till my chips come around. Yup, like a Funyun, bite down, get a taste of that Midwest flavor. While I'm at it, let Mr. Rogers just shout out to my neighbors. I ain't mention the journal when I say wake up, get paper. Not talking about Kobe when they mention the great.
All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready to get this thing going?
Yeah.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we bake with another episode of Unlabeled the Podcast. I'm your illustrious host, Jerome Williams. I got my good brother Lamar Wilburn in the building this evening, and my good brother Dante Owens in the building this evening. How are you fellas feeling?
Bleeding money.
Now, help me.
I wasn't saying much, but hit that cash app.
I took it off the screen for this episode because I ain't like the way the font was looking last time. I got to work on that a little bit. Then I'll put it back up. But the code drive is still going on. We got 9 days for y'all to donate to the code drive. So make sure y'all hit that cash app link.
Put your mama on the phone. I ain't never coming home.
Hey, you know Lamar rich. Dante said bleed money. Lamar said put your mama on the phone. you ain't buy your kid. He like, no, my kid's getting love this Christmas. You ain't buy your kids nothing, man.
Rich in spirit, baby. Rich in spirit.
Reynolds mustache. Everybody mama like that.
All right.
Hey, when I cut my beard off, my wife rubbed my face real good. I said, "Oh, you like that, huh?"
Like, yeah, I'm tired of this.
Treat me good, I'll treat you better.
My beard ain't never going nowhere. Get used to it, biatch. My shit ain't never going nowhere.
I'll be looking like that James Harden picture.
I don't even recognize you.
What an ugly guy.
All right, dog. Don't do James Harden like that, man. But speaking
boy,
of,
you lucky you got money.
Speaking of an ugly guy that's lucky they got money.
Y'all hate on me and then y'all go and hate on my girl. Like, bro, I feel the same pain that she feel. We're inseparable, bro. We with each other. Like, she hurting, of course I'm gonna be hurting. If I'm hurting, of course she gonna be hurting.
I know a virgin when I hear one.
Like,
he lost his virginity to her.
That don't hurt, bro. But then again, I'm talking to people. I'm
sprung, dog, she got me. You don't think you had the luxury of being sprung yet?
Yeah, I ain't never had the luxury.
Okay.
How is it?
I don't know, man. I ain't never had the luxury either. Let Tory Lanez talk to him. Oh, y'all not ready. Y'all not ready to go that far yet. I'm sorry. Y'all wasn't outside for that. I'm still trying to learn the choreography for that video. Hey, I'm telling you, that's my life goal, fam. I need to learn the choreographies for that video. If y'all ain't never seen that video is incredible. Have you ever seen it before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as soon as
I don't know what you're gonna need it for, though.
You said what?
I don't know what you're gonna need it for, though.
Excuse me, I don't need it for nothing, man. I just want to learn how to do it. It looks incredible. Did y'all see? Speaking of Chris Brown, though, did y'all see Chris Brown performing over in Africa, man? It's, one of the largest stadiums in Africa. He had it sold out. I think he set a world record. Did y'all see that? Incredible, man. They had this dude flying around on the little bungee joint. Like that joint was crazy, man. I could never do that, bro. I'm terrified of heights. And this dude was flying around the arena like he was a real life superhero. It was incredible optics, man. I love
he a monster.
Yeah, absolute monster, man. But anyway, New Year's resolution, man. What y'all got? Y'all, what's on y'all resolution list? Y'all make New Year's resolution, or y'all laugh at people that make them?
I laugh at people that make them.
Why?
If you can't commit any other time, you're a coward. Especially if you're a man. What you need some folk holiday to act like you finna get serious. Get serious with life. Stop playing.
Mm-hmm. Get serious during the holidays. Get serious after the holidays. Like just do it. Like Nike say.
I'd rather you start on the 20th than talking about you gonna wait till the first. Why you waiting?
Mm-hmm.
Start now.
Right, start now, bro. Yeah, I've never been a person to make resolution. Like I said, I just try to outdo myself. I try to outdo myself the year before. That's all I try to do. You know what I mean? I'm not the person that make New Year's resolution. Man, I just realized something. Man, I am tired. I gotta get some energy up in here, man. Y'all gonna have to carry me through this episode. But Tay, what's your thoughts on the New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I'm too impulsive for that. I start today. You know, when I get a plan in my mind, I'm outside. It's over with.
You outside.
Start today. Yep. I'm like, man, I think I'm gonna get in shape. No, I start that day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't no time like the present to take out your opportunities about that, man. I know it's I wanted to start with this, but I kind of went off the reservations with the Travis Hunter playlist. Holiday grief, though, man. It's a lot of, like, the holidays are rough for a lot of people. Some people might experience loss during the holidays. Some people might be experiencing depression. What are y'all thoughts and y'all optics on holiday grief and how to deal with it?
Man, I think sometimes it ain't real. You know, you got those people sometimes, man, especially when they getting on Facebook talking about their holiday grief. Some people just like attention.
Some people.
Maybe I might be being insensitive to some who might really be experiencing it, but you know what I'm talking about. Some people just really milk that, you know. I don't know if it's really about the holidays, you know. But, you know, then again, somebody could have experienced some trauma that's really stimulating that sense of feeling or whatever it is. But that's something that kind of need to be addressed. If you're getting triggered every time a certain time of year come around, you know, there's a bigger issue underlying there than just some event that occurred.
Mm-hmm. You know, I think what Dante trying to tell y'all is man up. What'd you tell me the other day when I was complaining about my allergies? You told me to grab something.
Oh, yeah. You know, if you're ever having any issues, you know what I'm saying, you start to notice your knee, your back start to hurt, man, just rub a little Vagisil on and it'll be all right.
Somebody told me to get some Midol. I don't even know what Midol do. What is Midol? He's going to tell me ask your wife. She know what about. I'm like, what? What the fuck? Bro, that was so bogus, dog. I guess Vagisil and Midol must have similar effects. I don't know. I'm just a dumb man.
Cousins. I think they cousins.
Yeah, man.
You might use the other, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get more thought into this holiday grief thing because I have no answers for y'all. Only thing I can tell y'all is it's hard, man. It is hard. Prayer helps. Exercise helps. You know, getting outside, touching some grass help. A lot of people spend entirely too much time indoors. That's one thing that I try to do to make sure that I try to make sure that I get outside at least once or twice a day, period. Like, cause we ain't made to sit behind desk all day in cubicles and whatnot. And even y'all people working from home, make sure y'all get outside and touch some grass.
There's some sunlight on you.
Right, some vitamin D. Do something, man. But that's the only thing I have for y'all as far as that goes. But I don't really want to start with sports. Let's talk about Tory Lanez, man. Tory Lanez is taking over the internet. His single, what is the name of that single? Give me 1 second. I'm pulling it up. His single, The Color Violet, has surpassed 1 billion streams on Spotify while being an independent artist. This seemed like the year for independent artistry. Kanye West and Ty Dolla had Vultures 2 go number one, or it was Vultures 1. I'm sorry, wasn't that this year? Vultures 1 didn't that drop this year? Lamar,
you cut out. What was that?
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. You sure I cut out, or was you over there asleep?
No, you cut out. It was like a lag.
Lag my ass. I said Vultures 1. I believe was released this year and then went number one. That was Kanye West's first number one since being dropped from the label and all his other deals. And now we got Tory Lanez going number one as an independent artist. It speaks to your work, their work ethic, and just being locked in, focused. I'm trying to look this up and make sure that album came out this year because I hate to be wrong. Yeah, that was. What? They ain't got a date on here. Why y'all do me like this, Google? Yeah, it was released this year, so that was the #1 album this year, back in February. I couldn't remember. It's been a long year. We started with Cat Williams going ballistic on everybody in January, and then we fast forward to February. But yeah, that, like I said, that speaks to their work ethic and them being locked in, because it's really, really hard to do that without label support. And I think the music industry is pretty much dead from where it seems like everything is heading. What are y'all thoughts on that?
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me?
Am I lagging?
Yeah. No, you're not lagging in that time, man.
What the fuck is Lamar doing over there? He just keep looking at me. Y'all making me think that I'm messing up over here. I'm like, bro, what's going on? You leave me? Are you leaving me on the ledge out here, Lamar? You trying to leave me hanging me to dry, bro? or did you want to start with something else?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Golly, man, you killing me with this over here.
You killing me, Smalls.
We got to keep the conversation flowing, man. We on the air, bro. We got to keep the conversation flowing.
I think it's flooded, man. I think the music is flooded. Just really, it's almost like it's too much, man. We used to anticipate albums and stuff coming out, to where now it's always something, and it ain't necessarily quality. You know, so I feel like that's a big thing. And then sometimes, man, the people they telling you is the most popular, man, you might not agree with that. So that it's just kind of flooded out here right now.
Yeah, everything seems to be oversaturated. It seems like these kids, they get a microphone and get somebody to make them some beats, and they just say anything over it. It's pretty trash. It goes, like I said, it talked to earlier what we were talking about with the NBA and these people having, you know, access to training and stuff. I guess that accessibility is making everybody lazy. And I mean, I got a partner who's in this into the music industry, and he's making AI music, and I'm telling you, it sounds incredible. It's amazing what one person can do with some prompting. So that could be the future. And if you let some talented writers or somebody with more skill come in, and they can program music just with prompting it, telling what kind of beat they want and everything, it's gonna be a problem out here. I would share with y'all, but I'm gonna wait till he ready to share his art with the world, because his music is really good, and he's doing it all by himself, just prompting AI.
Wow.
Well, yeah, he need to go ahead and help some of our older artists, man. I'm tired of hearing all our old MCs and greats rapping like they still selling bricks on the block. Like, man, I want the music to mature a little bit. I ain't saying you got to talk about, you know, just some living in the suburbs, but man, like, we still rapping like they selling bricks on the block and thugging in the streets and videos with ski mask on. I'm like, man, I thought we was kind of past that.
Yeah, they did not want that, Tay. Like, Jay-Z gave us 444, and everybody likes to poo-poo all over that album, like the album is horrible. They don't want that. And 444 was a lot of game spitting, a lot of growth and development on that album. Same thing with this Jamie Foxx special. Which I'm not sure if y'all aware, but Netflix took Comedy Special off of the title of that video.
Yeah, which is insane.
Yeah, they took it off, but because people said it wasn't funny. I don't know. I still can't wrap my mind around that, but y'all got it. Like, y'all, some of y'all need to mature and grow up, because that's crazy. That's wild. But
Facts.
Call it art.
You said call it art?
Call it art.
Yeah, they can call it whatever they want to, but they can call it something. Let's talk about Randy Moss right quick. Randy Moss is battling cancer. I want to get if y'all not aware, I'm trying to get all the heavy stuff out the way so we can kind of play it loose and fast going towards the end. But Randy Moss is diagnosed with cancer. I think it's extremely sad that he's battling with this. Does he look healthy to y'all?
Yeah, he looked healthy to me. I actually went back and was looking at him. I was on YouTube. I went down the pigeonhole because I saw it was fake. They used AI or something. They said his eyes were yellow. So I'm like, no, I seen him on TV. His eyes weren't yellow. So I went back and I looked at it, and he didn't look sick at all to me. But yeah, that's super unfortunate. That's one of those things, man, where it all money. It don't matter race, religion, or creed. It just people be dealing with that, and that's crazy. And to be rich and to be successful and to still be at the mercy of that in a sense is pretty crazy.
Yeah, we watched Stuart Scott battle with it. We watched Robin from Good Morning America. We watched her deal with it as well. She was able to beat hers. Unfortunately, Stuart Scott wasn't. But to lose a legend like Stuart Scott, like TV ain't been the same since he passed away. And Randy Moss, he stepped into the commentary world as well. And I would hate for anything to happen. So I'm gonna be praying for him. Thoughts and prayers out to Randy Moss and his family. Hopefully he can make a full recovery from this. Tay, you got anything to add to that?
Yeah, it's just a reminder of our own mortality. None of us are invincible, and no matter what we sharing with the world, doesn't mean we're gonna live forever. So make your mark while you're here.
That part. Also, I was watching. Speaking of mortality, I was watching Friday the other day. Man, do we realize how many people from the original Friday we've lost? Debo is gone. The lady that played the Janet Jackson, Aunt Dale, she's gone. Pops is gone from there, man. Like, it's like watching that movie just make you realize how many legends we lost. And speaking of mortality, it's like, man, that was a rough one, a rough pill to swallow right there, especially as a middle-aged man. that was a rough pill to swallow. But like I said, hopefully Randy Moss can go ahead and make a full recovery from this. But anyway, in some lighter news, let's move on to Mike Vick. What's going on with Mike Vick, Burner?
They say that he trying to coach, and they potentially wanting to give him the job. In light of that, you seeing the Deion effect. You seeing people that can come in that can reach the people on an entirely different level. So Mike Vick may get a chance. Was it Sacramento State? I believe they're in discussions right now, according to ESPN, that they want him to be the head coach, and allegedly they're trying to put him a really good coaching staff together. And my ears hear that and say other pros, because that's really the pitch to any kid coming in. I think they got like $51 million in NIL money potentially, and so yeah, they trying to pay him to get him in there, get some other guys, and throw that money at players and try and get something going. But we'll see. It's cool his name was mentioned with that, but it's still too early to tell, man. And we know and we see that you can pay to get those players, man, but you getting the players that obviously want to be played or be paid, excuse me. Yeah. People still have to play, and you still have to produce. So we'll see what happens.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I wasn't trying to cut you off, but does Michael Vick have any other experience in coaching that we aware of?
Nope.
So I guess it's the JJ Redick. We just got to see if it works out for him or not. But yeah. I hope it does. Like I said, I love seeing our greats move on to something like coaching and whatnot. So hopefully it does work out for him. I lost my notes.
We need to give Deion his flowers early, because his moves have afforded a lot of people opportunities. So $50 million in Neil money is crazy.
Right, bro, can we go back one episode? I'm willing to be petty enough to go back in my archives, but I want to really shun all the people that was hating for Deion leaving that HBCU. We think so freaking small-minded. We thought he needed to stay in that dunk-ass town where they stealing from him, breaking in his cars, breaking in his, the just most ghetto stuff. Now he able to help a lot more people with a bigger spotlight, with TV, opportunities, all these things. And it's just so dope to see somebody follow through and do what they were supposed to do. But this whole, he for his people in the HBCU, man, die on the hill with that. Whatever y'all learning there, y'all ain't applying in the real world anyway. So I don't care. So I wish I could find all those people who have something to say, who didn't play at a university and understand, hey, them low-level conversations don't exist in secondary education. People are there for one common goal, and that's to win. Now, what you decide that looks like for you is different, but it's such a low vibrational conversation that people were trying to have. Oh, I mean, he's supposed to stay at the HBCU. He exploded. Man, shut it up and die on that hill. And I want y'all to be called to the carpet because that was the stupidest take ever. And it's the reason why black people don't progress because y'all act like we supposed to be doing poor stuff with poor people. No, I'm going to do it with the rich people and I'm going to open the door for any of you fools who want to get in, do something more than just the low vibration stuff. And that's that.
I'm one thing I will push back on. I hate to rehash this again because I had this argument a while ago. Like actually, when it actually happened, is it was the media surrounding it. Man, a lot of the reasons that we thought Deion was going to the HBCU for. A lot of people felt like he turned his backs on what he said he was going to help for, and the media wasn't reporting everything. Like we didn't get the money stealing story and all that stuff until later on. So I will offer you some pushback on there because a lot of people didn't get the full information. It was so a lot. That's why a lot of people felt like he turned his back on the community and XYZ. So I will.
Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this. I like that. I like that pushback. But so. Why does he, a gold jacket, rich Hall of Fame person, he already came down the level. We need to acknowledge that first and foremost. I'm doing y'all a favor because y'all can't even afford me. Who is anybody to say the length of time he's supposed to do that for? That's just asinine. That's crazy.
Well, who is anybody is him saying it himself because that was the optics of it. That's what I'm saying. Like when people take people at face value. So if you say you're going to do something.
But what didn't he do? He brought them national TV deals, which they still have. No, we talking about it, though. Mm-hmm. What didn't he do? He said he was going to give them players, HBCUs, more opportunity. He's giving them more opportunities by 120%. They was just on TV the other day for a bowl game. You never seen HBCUs on TV. That was because of Deion. The only thing that he didn't do was stay at Jackson. But as far as the TV deals, as far as them a new locker room, them new facilities in real time, he did that. Why can't people accept that sometimes people's assignment in a certain place is done? And he has the autonomy to choose to do something different.
I didn't say people couldn't accept it, Lamar. I'm just trying to explain to you that it was what he said out of his own mouth.
I'm asking, what did he say?
Lamar, I don't want to rehash this because I talked about this on the podcast.
No, but if you taking that stance, you can't say it was what he said out of his own mouth and can't say it. What'd he say?
Lamar, he said he was staying at the HBCU to help bring some money to the school and facility. He didn't stay. Whatever the reason he didn't stay, cool. I'm just telling you what why the majority of people were mad because they were mad the fact that he said he was going to stay and he didn't stay. He left. So regardless of the opportunities that he's able to provide, you just said that they couldn't afford them. Colorado couldn't afford them. They wouldn't found the money for him. You know what I'm saying?
But they can't. I can't afford. Here go the thing. A person can't afford to buy a house, right? But once you go to that bank and get approved for that mortgage, you can afford the house. You can afford the payments. Yeah, they couldn't afford them out of their pockets because Colorado was broke. But they went and fundraised, they went and got donations, and they was able to afford them.
And they actually had him selling ass too, because he was on every advertisement in Colorado. So that was another way where he got his money. He was
that's selling ass.
Yes,
working?
He was selling ass. Yeah, he was working.
No,
bro, you hired me. You hired me to be a coach, and I be on every fucking commercial in Colorado, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Be on every commercial like he want to do that.
Bro, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Lamar. You got
since we have an accountability though, we also got to know that him leaving was associated with Jackson State not holding up their end also.
That's what I'm saying. That's fine.
Stolen from all of those things. I think it shows a level of decorum that he didn't just blast them all the way out right out the gate. Hey man, I'm out of here because y'all let them steal. Y'all ain't turning over the ticket sales, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. He just went on like he took another opportunity and took the brunt of that initially.
Yeah.
They forced him out with that ghetto mess. It just happened to finally get leaked. He didn't say nothing for months. It finally got leaked out. And I actually followed a guy who do their media other than his son, who was the first Neely. He was actually talking about it. they stole from that man and robbed for that man, he probably would have stayed.
Right. Like I said, I don't even want to rehash this argument because this is, like I said, at this point, it's a mute point. He been in Colorado and he had 2 successful seasons. So at this point, it don't even matter. Like I said, my whole, I understand why you brought it up, like, because it was just on your heart to bring it up. But my whole thing is this. Like I said, it was what he said and what the media didn't expose to us. Once they came out and said, hey, he was getting stolen from, they was mismanaging funds and X, Y, and Z. That's fine, leave. But they didn't lead with that. So that felt like a cleanup, especially to the black community who used to getting lied to about things. So that, to me, that's why it was disheartening to people that he left. Oh, just another person getting their bag, says you was gonna help. Now you done sold out, you done moved around. That's why it feels like that to an underserved community.
And he still helped. That's the one.
I didn't
People
say that he
ungrateful.
didn't. I'm just telling you what the optics
And for the
was.
record, I brought him up because it related to Michael Vick, not
Okay.
because it was on my heart.
Okay, well,
We use that as to show that the topic we talking about.
I got you.
His excellence
Mhm.
created opportunity for other black people.
I got you.
Hence why it was a win why he left
Yeah.
Jackson State.
Yeah, that's cool. Like I
So
said,
it was in line.
My
It was in
bad.
line.
I did tell you I was tired before we started. So you excuse my error in thought there, okay? But anyway, but
You can't handle the truth.
but to my
He was
point,
one of them people, clearly.
no, I wasn't. I just don't. No, I just no. We're not doing that. But I'm a defender of our community, bro. And and like I said, bro, we are underserved community. So when somebody comes and say they're gonna do something for us, and then they flip it, like Black Lives Matter, I shitted all over Black Lives Matter because they said they presented themselves one way. Then you read their mission statement. And their mission statement was all over the fucking place. It had nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. It had much to do with everything else. So, no, I wasn't one of them people. I'm fair in my criticisms. But what I'm saying is, when it came to Deion, bro, he promised one thing, and then it looked like he turned his back on the community. And then when all the facts came out, it was like, oh, okay, I get it now. That's why you left. Why didn't y'all lead with that? They didn't lead with that is what I'm saying. The media didn't lead
I'm
with
not
that.
saying you wrong.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
whole point was that is he did everything he said he was going to do.
Lamar, my
That's all I'm saying.
My whole point is he left early and didn't say why he left until after he started getting backlash. That's my point. That's not like I said. It ain't my fault that was the way they decided to present the argument. So when like I said, when you say you're gonna stay and do one thing for us, and then you turn your back, or the opposite is you turn your back, no. But then y'all followed up with, oh, and by the way they was stealing. By the way they was mismanaging funds. Cool. Then leave.
That man took 4 black girls to a Power 5. So now when they graduate, they're going to have Power 5 on their athletic training resume. He brought a bunch of coaches, a bunch of players. Travis went and got Heisman from Jackson. He changed so many lives. I understand where people want to say, oh, he didn't stay. But at the end of the day, the question is, who puts a timetable on that, especially when he still has results and we still seeing wins, residuals at Jackson State.
Hey, Lamar, look. That's a round of applause for Deion right there.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
We should
listen,
learn to give the flowers where they deserve.
Okay.
People have the right to choose.
Round of applause. Nobody's knocking anything
facts.
that Deion's doing right now. Not a single soul. Like the people that I see shitting on him is the people saying that they don't like the way he coached, they don't like his swag, they don't like the stuff that he's carrying, and that ain't coming from our community. Them the people that I see shitting on him right now.
Trolling.
Oh, okay,
trolling.
trolling. Yeah, they trolling.
trolling.
Yeah, they trolling. But we can't be upset though. But they trolling. Okay, cool.
No, because we shouldn't. We shouldn't.
Yeah, we were upset.
That's silly.
We were upset in the moment. Ain't nobody mad no more. We see the difference
people
that it
still
makes.
hating on him. Stop.
I ain't seen that. I ain't seen that.
I have.
You got
the same way I saw y'all hating when he left.
You got. Don't say y'all because I wasn't
he
hating.
turned his back on black people.
Don't say
Stop
y'all.
it,
Don't
man.
say y'all because I wasn't hating. But I know what I do see him being called and his bravado and his swag is being called. Being called to question. So no, we ain't doing that. And I wasn't one of them people that shitted on him. I didn't understand why he left. I had nothing to say. I said I'll wait till more info came out, just like I waited, and then I reported on him when the info came out. So
Because he had a choice. That's it.
Yeah, I got to show.
Why
it.
we always got to have a reason?
We don't have to have a reason, but don't sit up here and act like you don't come preaching to the community and then do some shit adversely to it. Don't come preaching to us about what you gonna do for us and then don't do nothing for us. That's what I'm saying.
Got y'all a $5 million deal.
Don't say y'all, bro.
Y'all
He ain't got
facility.
me shit.
What?
He got them. The HBCU, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was the whole
Okay,
purpose.
that's fine, bro. That's fine that he got the HBCU. Yeah, he not there no more. Who is shitting on him now, bro? Like that's what I'm saying. Like
I'm saying they was shitting on him anytime.
Right,
it's
2
goofy
years
to me.
ago. He been at Colorado for 2 years, fam. Yeah, people gonna be mad, bro. I told you what the optics look like. The whole point was you said you was coming to do one thing, and then you turned around and you left. That's cool. Like it is, and you turned around and you left, and then you didn't come out.
Did the
You didn't
optics
come.
look like that
You didn't.
to you?
Yeah. What did it look like to you, Tay? Go ahead. Tay, you can
Not
be
that.
the voice. You can be the voice
Go
of
ahead,
reason
Tay.
here, Tay.
All right, let me be the voice of reason.
Mm-hmm.
You're wrong. No, but look, this is what it is, though. I mean, realistically, I do believe he did everything he said he was going to do at Jackson State, right? It just happened a little bit. He left a little bit earlier than expected, but we can all understand why that was the case.
After the
all
fact,
these
2 months after the fact. But go ahead.
Yeah, but that, like I said, that happens with a certain level of dignity, the same way like Carmelo Anthony on the podcast discussing what happened and what the league was telling him to do, right? That comes with having a certain level of business decorum that, hey, I ain't going to bust you out right on the spot. But if you're going to let me take the heat of it, now I'm going to go ahead and tell my side of the story, right? The other part of that we can see, like we said, Michael Vick is afforded that opportunity. Michigan is paying that quarterback $10 million. They know that they got to do these things all across college football because all these young black athletes will look at Deion and look at him as a father figure and a future mentor to get them to the next level they want to get to. So they spread money around the league. They hiring guys like Belichick. They doing things all over the place in a sense of competition in order to try to even the playing field out. And I think all of that is the Deion effect. So essentially he's afforded a lot more people opportunities all across the board just by his presence.
Okay, let me start with this. Y'all said you said I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong at all. And I'm gonna tell you this because I'm not trying to be right. All I'm giving you is the reason why our community looked at it a certain way when he left initially. Y'all are giving all this resume of things that
Our community was wrong.
Stop, bro. No, I don't. No, you talking about our community was wrong? Yes, they was wrong, and immediately, and that's because it's hindsight is 2020, and that's what I'm trying to say to y'all. Y'all are giving this resume of things that he's done. Y'all are giving this resume of things that he's done after the fact, bro. That's cool. I know about all the opportunities and this, and that's cool. He's had success. That's phenomenal. All I'm saying is that in the moment when he left, it was not explained to us why he left. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So I can see why some people was upset. I wasn't one of those people, but I can 100% see how some people, I don't understand how y'all don't see how some people was upset in the moment.
Our community is overly emotional.
Oh, come on now.
Facts.
Stop that shit, bro. Stop
Facts.
that shit. I'm not doing this with y'all, dog. y'all want to argue. Let's move on to the next topic, bro, because we starting to talk in circles. Overly emotional, my ass, but we can move on to the next.
I never felt he did nobody wrong.
That's
Go
right.
work
That's
where
you,
wanna
because
work, sir.
Lamar. That's because the way you move through life, and you, it's a lot of projecting there, and that's fine, bro. Like,
That ain't no project. You can work where you want to work,
right? And people think that
Period.
and like I said, you can work where you want to work. That's
Save ourselves.
Everybody
worried about what somebody else doing. No, he can work where he want to work.
That's the state of the world. Everybody worried about what the fuck everybody else doing. So what are you even talking about? Y'all acting like that's exclusively on us.
In this conversation, it is.
Hell no, the fuck it ain't. Move on. Let's move on to the next subject, though. Let's move on to the next subject. Where the fuck do all these baseball players get all this money from? These deals are incredible. These baseball players are making some of the most ridiculous salaries in history of sports, and I want to know where all this money is coming from. Who is watching that much baseball?
I believe white people are making business.
yeah. Go ahead.
Y'all openly emotional.
They making
Right.
Yeah. That's where it's coming from. Let's talk about it. Keep going, Tay. You got it. The floor is yours.
Was that a pitcher that made almost $250 million?
Let me look it up right quick.
Was that a pitcher?
Yeah,
I'm going to tell y'all right now, take y'all sons out of hoop right now. Sign them up for baseball. It's over with. All right.
But only sign
right
them up.
Right now, we in the wrong sport, people.
But only sign them up if you're making under $20,000 a year, because it ain't gonna work for you. He got to have a home care.
Man,
you got to have some hunger pains on him.
Yeah.
Get black people back to baseball, guys. We need to make a comeback.
But no, I'm dead ass, bro. Like serious with that questioning, with that line of questioning. Though, like it's a ridiculous amount of money in baseball. I don't see baseball being advertised. The only thing I know, if we can talk about like jersey sales, if we can talk about baseball caps, like just team stuff like that, got to be a $1 billion industry in itself. These baseball games, you don't really hear the whole sentiment echoed about TV deals and ticket sales and nothing like that. But this money is just there for the spending. I guess the baseball community is bigger than I thought. It don't feel like that. Do we know any? Do we have any details about? Go ahead.
So the structure of baseball is a little bit different. So first off, baseball don't have a salary cap.
Mm-hmm.
So all those billionaire owners and, you got all the lucrative media rights, they can bust that pot down a little bit different than they can in that NBA, so, and they got high fan engagement, all the obvious stuff, ticket sales, all that stuff. But it really come down to the media contracts and no salary cap. Because I guarantee you, if none of that stuff didn't apply, some NBA owners are kind of lousy, and we've seen that over the years. But Mark Cuban, owners like him who really want to win and really want to compete and really love the game, he'd be paying players whatever they want. He really would if he could, but he can't. And baseball, listen, if they got it and they done crushed them numbers and they want you, they gonna pay that. They gonna pay to play. Ain't no salary cap. So I think that's kind of the biggest difference with that in the NBA.
Yeah, they getting to that money over there. I wish I'd have stayed with baseball, man, because they is getting to it. Ugh. But yeah,
and I think those salaries are top heavy too. Like it's not like 8, 9, 10 guys on the team making 50, 60 million a year. Man, it's a few positions that's really clocking like that. Pitchers, catchers, maybe a center field. I'm saying? Not everybody really clocking that bread like that.
Right. Facts.
Yeah, I need to be a pitcher, center field. So back to what I was saying. I should have stuck with it because they, like I said, they get into it. What do y'all think? Thoughts on Trump banning TikTok? Since we're talking about overly emotional people, and it's all China. I'm mad he actually banning TikTok because I was getting some motion over there. It seems like it is dead in the water now. It don't even seem like it's worth it to promote on TikTok. What are y'all thoughts on that?
Yeah, man, it's I don't know, man. If it's a reasonable suspicion of national security things, I think that's a reasonable thing. Like pushing the idea. We all kind of trapped in an echo chamber. We see it in all of these different things, man. So, I don't know if people have enough discernment to recognize what echo chambers they're trapped in. I noticed it on YouTube and some of the other social media platforms. So, I'm not necessarily for it, but I'm also not necessarily against it.
Yeah, I remember when when the talks of the ban first came up. I remember when they were talking about like the difference between what people over in China see on TikTok and what American kids see on TikTok. The dancing culture and the race baiting that goes on TikTok versus the STEM stuff that they show over in China. It's all educational stuff on TikTok over in China. So a lot of people were acting like this was kind of like a psyop deal. You know what I mean? And then also with the data leakage. Security leakage over that the company in China had access to. If any of y'all not familiar, how China actually operates is no one company can be bigger than the government. So the government can actually take over a company over in China once a company gets so big and so much power. It's happened with a lot of companies over in China. And so I think that was kind of a fear of the United States with TikTok. That's the only reason I think that they probably like, nah, we ain't doing this no more.
I read a couple articles, and there's one on the Forbes too. I don't think he's trying to ban it per se. I think he's doing that as a leverage play
to get him to
and
sell it.
I think he's trying to regulate it and have it a certain way because, man, when you think about the distractions we have as Americans, man, that's huge. And it's like, what are we really digesting? Now, I'm not trying to say he gonna make America great again. But I think, with anybody who you think that's bad or good, I think that there's some of both, depending how you look at it. Somebody do something wrong, I think somebody can do something good, and vice versa. So I don't see him banning it for what it generates and what it does, but I can tell you he wants a piece of it because that's just how he play. So they probably willing to negotiate, modify it to whatever him and his team think is appropriate, set up boundaries, etc., and profit share, whatever that looks like. We'll still be seeing it for sure.
Yeah, I still think it's kind of crazy that our government can have that much power to block an app, a free app at that. You know what I mean? I understand it being in China's hand and probably want to sell it to a United States company, and so we can have it more secure, or at least do business kind of like Samsung, have like a sharing arrangement where we do business on the United States soil. But I can't believe we got that much power to be like, nah, y'all just ain't doing that. They pulled the same thing with Zuckerberg, you know what I mean, and Facebook. So I don't know what their intentions with it is, but hopefully we can get to something.
Well, I know he just met with the owner of TikTok at his clubhouse in like Mar-a-Lago or something like that. He just met with them, so it'll be interesting to see how that develops. I feel like so many people use it that before they would ban it completely, they're gonna just transform it. But I don't know how you regulate something like social media with free speech being a thing. I just don't know. I don't know the logistics of that to really understand what the plan is.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get an expert on here to speak more to that and see what actually is going on with that. One thing that we want, the last thing I guess we should talk about is it's saying, I just read something today, said the average 22-year-old has a lower testosterone than the average 70-year-old in the 80. Someone said this is the biggest crisis we face. What are y'all thoughts on the low T count in these young men today? The reason I'm giggling, man, because I got some thoughts. It's a bunch of bitch ass niggas running around here.
This is when you need to say that again and then do the gunshot.
It's a bunch of bitch ass niggas running around here. Oh, my gunshot was low. Let me turn it up a little bit. But yeah, man, that's the only thing I can think of. Like, I think it has something to do with some of the food that we consume. It's microplastics in everything. It's so eating properly is imperative nowadays. Diet and exercise. I know for the longest that we had some of the most obese people in the world, and we starting to taper that off. I think that's a little bit thanks to these GLP-1s and Ozempic and things like that. Americans are actually losing weight and getting skinnier. But yeah, I think a lot of this testosterone drop is just because of lacking diet and exercise and food deserts and stuff in different communities and whatnot. It's I don't know how to mitigate this. Tay, you got any thoughts on this being a trainer? You got any thoughts on how to boost testosterone levels in these young men?
Man, I don't know. It just kind of appears like right now, man, especially going in these different high schools and stuff and seeing that it's like the athletes and then everybody else. It's like, what happened to the days when it was dudes who was like ROTC, some guys did martial arts, but everybody was a little bit active. Now, man, it's like if you don't play a sport, you got some skinny jeans and colored hair, you just really ain't kind of lacking a little bit of toughness or something, man. Maybe they just need to do some push-ups, eat a couple stalks of broccoli or something.
Have either one of y'all ever got y'all testosterone measured?
Nah, yeah,
I did.
Yeah, because the average man, I believe, is the range is the like the normal range is like 300 or something, right? Did they ever explain to you the normal ranges?
Mine came back in words. It said legend.
All right, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode on Level the Podcast. I'm your illustrious.
Don't be mad. Hey, don't be hating on me.
I see what type of mood y'all in tonight, man. I ain't never doing this podcast tired again.
made for good content.
My ass. You tried to bait me with that bullshit ass conversation we had earlier. But
you tried to sell that black trauma. We wasn't having
that
it.
was no goddamn.
They better cry fucking river, build a bridge, and get over
that
it.
was no goddamn. That was no damn black trauma, nigga. We ain't doing that.
Oh man, that shit racist. He was supposed to come. They was wading in the water for him, and he just gonna go.
And I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm not editing this podcast. This is going up explicit because I ain't doing all this editing I did. But no, it wasn't no way in the water, man. Like stop making promises to the community. Just say, hey man, I'm taking a job. Once you start making the promises to the community, don't get mad that people want to hold you to it. It is what it is.
Hey, Biden's promised not to pardon his son. He did. Hey,
he got the power to. They show you what real white privilege is. They white people at the end of the day.
Deion got the power to move on too.
Gang, whole lot of gang shit.
No, he don't. Because what he say to us in our community, my brother. Look zoom in on me, my brother.
Womp, 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 womp. Head ass.
You gotta fight for your right. Look at that.
Yeah. Do mad somebody you hire somebody and they tell you, oh yeah, I'm gonna stay on with this company, and they leave the next day. You be a little salty too. Now you got to pivot and figure out what
they really do that to us. At least like
that's what I'm saying. You
times a month.
Yeah, and then
man, we love this company. Y'all doing it right. They done quit.
Yeah, they quit, and then you got to pivot, right?
They say this racist white company, like y'all black owners.
Hey, dog,
man, y'all goofy.
I think y'all should record people complaining about y'all having a white company. That would be hysterical. These brothers don't never do nothing for these communities.
Right.
Then we go do our PR. We go around and shake hands. Hey, we just want to thank y'all for y'all service. Make it awkward.
They're like, what? Who the fuck is that? Oh man, yeah. But I'm sorry, y'all. This is gonna be an explicit episode. So get y'all kids ready. Tuck them in, man, because Burner has baited me. So this is a disclaimer before we launch the episode. He has baited me into a tough conversation. So when y'all tune in, y'all gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. But y'all got anything else to add, brothers, before we get up out of here?
In the comments, tell me who was right, Cowboy Burner or Jerome.
Why you say my name like that, motherfucker? I'm gonna say Jerome, Cowboy Burner, or Jerome. Like, man, fuck you.
You can put some respect to my government.
On my goddamn name, dog. No, don't do it like that. No, it's all love at the end of the day, man. I told you, bro. I like differences in opinion. You listen. I'm never the person that's jumping out the window judging people from an angry perspective or from an emotional perspective. I don't do that. I don't operate like that. I like to let the facts come out. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand both sides of an argument. I'm never on one side of an argument so fervently just because of my skin tone. Like I'm normally try to operate on the side of right. Even when I'm wrong, I try to operate on the side of right. You know what I mean? And I ain't above reproach or correction. Yeah, that's for anybody out there listening. That's how I move through life. If you can come to me with some facts to back up something, I'll lean on the side of the fact. If you come to me with just opinion, bro, it's not happening. It's not. And I think today what we had was a difference in opinion. Like I said, I'm still not mad. I still believe what I think, but because it really ain't no facts to back it up. Besides the fact that what came out later on
he built a facility while he was there. Mm-hmm. They was just on TV last week, all because of what he built. Let me just ask this for the people, because they probably wonder, what more facts would you like? Mm-hmm. He got them a whole new arena, bro, a new training facility. Mm-hmm. He got them a sponsor. They sponsored by, we ain't getting paid, so I ain't going to say, but he sponsored with the top 3 brand. That team was not sponsored. He got them a 10-year contract, a shoe deal. Mm-hmm. So now they got 3 sets of uniforms. He did all that while he was there, and that stuff outlived his time being there. What other facts would we need? That's all I'm asking.
Okay, so now that you laid that all out, like I said, that's phenomenal. I'm not taking none of his contributions for that community to run that away. The only thing I'm understanding is because now we got to back up the history train, right? Hindsight is always 20/20. When somebody's already accomplished their goal, and at the end of it, you can kind of look at their track record and be like, oh, they was right the whole way. But you're gonna feel it. Certain people don't like the fact that LeBron left Cleveland and went to Miami. You know what I mean? People still was mad at him until he went back to Cleveland and won a championship. They were still mad at him, even though he was going to say, hey, man, even though if you look back at that time when he left Cleveland, right? When LeBron left Cleveland, he left because they wasn't trying to build they wasn't trying to give him any help. That was one of the main reasons. Then when he left, like people was burning his jersey. The owner left the dang letter in Comic Sans, like all type of stuff, bro. It was just all kind of disrespect when LeBron left. So people were people. You have to understand people's emotion when they attach to things like celebrities in sports, right? So but then when he left and he came back and he won a championship, now all is forgiven. Even when he left the second time, people act like they was gonna burn his jersey. Oh, we just joking, man. We go ahead, LeBron, have a wonderful career. You know what I mean? And then he goes and does it again. So look, the Deion effect is sort of similar, bro. He was there. People was expecting a certain thing from him. Even though he accomplished everything while he was there, he told people's optics were. I won't say exactly what he said because I don't got it written down right now, and I don't have it. I'm not pulling up no articles or whatnot. But what it seemed like to the people was he said, hey, I'm coming here to do X, Y, and Z. And when he left with no explanation, or what a lot of people viewed as no explanation, that was where people were like, man, forget dude. And then when it came out, when the facts of the matter came out of why he left, a lot of people weren't mad. They couldn't be mad. There was nothing to be mad about. I was the same. I'm like, shit, I'd have left too. I'm out of here. Like, y'all stealing from me, breaking in my cars, disrespecting me, and I done brought my family down here, X, Y, and Z, and y'all doing this. No, I'm out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And even with him leaving, he was still able to help the school. So mission accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Mission accomplished. So, like I said, that was what I was trying to explain earlier, bro. I can understand why some people were mad. I don't agree with those people because the facts came out later that the reason why he left. I was just saying my whole side of the argument was I can understand why people are emotional.
Oh yeah, and I can too. For the record, what I was more so honing in on was people were saying he didn't do what he say he was gonna do. That's just a lie.
Yeah, that's
you can be mad he left because of course you want him there, but he did all that stuff in his first year.
Yeah,
all those deals were signed. So if he stayed for 5 years or 2, he got 10 years in place, and people knew that type of stuff and still was mad, saying he didn't do what he supposed to do. That just ain't fair. But being mad he left, yeah, for sure. I was mad Kobe retired. So I get that. But at the end of the day, like, he did what he said he was gonna do.
Facts. Like I said, mission accomplished. Yeah. I gotta rehash that again. But like I said, mission accomplished. Shout out to Deion, man. Like I said, I didn't know much about Deion from outside playing for the Cowboys until he started making waves in the coaching field, in the coaching thing. And I was a little cynical. I'm always weary of like first time coaches, but this man turned out to be everything that he said he was going to be and more. You know what I mean? He went to Colorado, turned that whole program around. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I can't hate on the brother at all. You know what I mean? I have nothing but good things to say about him. So you won't catch me on that opposite side of the prime argument. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm glad he's able to affect change the way he's able to do and give these other ex NFL players opportunities. So yeah, shout out to Prime.
Go Buffs.
I was waiting for Dante to chime in with some words of wisdom like he always do. That's why I got quiet.
I just feel like you're gaslighting us.
I don't start that gaslighting shit. I'm gonna throw somebody
in the water.
I'm gonna throw somebody under the bus, motherfucker.
In the water.
Call him Dr. Jumar.
Hey,
in the water.
Hey, keep it up, Burner. I'm gonna flame your shit.
Y'all's gonna get us out the water.
All right.
Man, get me out this country ass town. Shit flying all in my mouth.
Listen, Burner, you got one more time, goddamn it. And we're gonna show the people our real personalities. Well, man, yeah, bro.
Never would have made it.
No, you an asshole. Dog. Y'all see why he wearing that hat, right? His true redneck colors is coming out. I'm gonna start calling you Bubba every episode. Bubba Burner.
Hey, calling a black person a redneck is hilarious.
Bubba Burner. That's what we got over here, y'all. Oh man, dog. But yeah, good episode, man. I had fun tonight. Man,
Get
hopefully
that Cash App, guys. We
Right.
really can use it going into the the winter solstice. So
yeah, being a creator with this burnout, y'all ain't gonna keep getting all these damn episodes from me, and I got a full-time job. Y'all gonna have to set us.
Anyway, I just bled money out today, man. I'm letting my beard grow scruffy in case I need to be out here in front of this Walmart with one of these signs.
Dante gonna take his own red bucket out there and ring the bell.
he gonna go to Salvation Army and get one of them suits and be
Nah.
out there robbing, act like he was Salvation Army.
Salvation Army of One.
Walk right off.
Hey,
Like
dog,
my kids put some dirt on their face and put some pictures on that bucket, like feed some children today.
dog, listen, man. I'm a person. Do y'all ride around with well, y'all probably don't because I don't think y'all got a huge homeless population in y'all city. But in Austin, it's a huge problem here. I'm gonna say it's a problem. We have a huge homeless I want to be mindful, y'all. So we have a huge homeless population here in Austin. So I used to ride around with I just keep dollars in my car and stuff like that. But I've seen people with pretty good ideas with things to do for the homeless. So I've seen people put socks and dollars and little snacks and stuff in a Ziploc bag and keep those in their car. So if any of y'all live in the city, I think that's a pretty nice thing to do for the holidays is keep Ziplocs with essentials in there and maybe a couple dollars to hand out to homeless people when you see them asking for something on the side of the road or asking for your help. So you'll be prepared because this is the season of giving. So I want everybody to be mindful and give you a practical thing that you can do to help out in your community. So
I read a story real quick. I read a story saying that most of the people outside begging, they don't want goods or money. They want drugs. They already got most of that stuff in most cities set up, homeless shelters and stuff like that. Them people want smack. They want drugs and they want to get high. So
why would you
do with that what you will.
Hey,
I'm just telling you I can't quote my source right now because I don't have it in front of me. But I can post it so you guys don't think I'm joking. But
Lamar, you just
people want to get high.
You just want to be on the opposite side. You just want to be on the opposite side of every argument that I give today, huh? Like, what is wrong with you, Bubba? Calm down, Bubba. It's people out here in need, my brother, and it's the holiday season. Okay, so if you keep a dollar or two in a Ziploc bag with some socks and some essentials, at least you know your heart was in the right place. You ain't got to bro. They ain't got to just be. Why you gotta look at me like that, bro? Say something so you're on camera so they can see how you looking.
Man, a dollar or two. People want to get high, man. So I think what we should do is very responsible is find the links to these free shelters and these nonprofits actually helping. Go there. If you're cold, go where it's warm. And these are infrastructures, at least for where we're at. I can't speak for Austin because I'm sure it's different with so many people.
It's 100% different.
Here in Nebraska, though, they got places that are really set up, and the people who aren't there don't want to abide by the rules,
right?
Probably, so that's why they're not there.
And that's what I'm saying. Like everybody's situation is different because we have camping used to be legal in the city, and they banned it. They banned homeless camping, so they have to shuffle people out and put them. They have to go back into the woods and retreat and stuff like that. The Ark is stay full downtown Austin. You know what I mean? So it's people that they hanging around the Ark so they can have a place to sleep at night, but they still need help. I don't want to do that, bro. I can't bash the homeless community, especially with the things that I've seen living in this city. You know what I mean? But what I will say is, like I said, it's at least your heart is in the right place when you're giving. Like I said, we can be cynical about everything because there are these organizations that call themselves helping people. They skim a little off the top too, and I've seen it firsthand. I won't say what organization I work for that I'll just put it like this. I was at a toy drive with this organization that I work for. And this was around the time, I'm finna date myself a little bit. This was around the time that Star Wars Episode 2 came out. And I remember, no, it was Episode 1, I'm sorry. They had all y'all Star Wars fans out there, they had Qui-Gon Jinn, Darth Maul, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, where you can link them together and fight. Tay, you remember that action figure set? You a Star Wars fan. And when you link these action figures together, each action figure was like $50, right? And the reason I'm saying that is because this is one of the toys they had in the back. They had all three of them where you can link them up. They had bikes. They had Super Nintendos. Every major organization donated to this place that I work for. And what I noticed was all the big gifts, the Super Nintendos, because I think not it wasn't Super Nintendo, I think it was Nintendo 64 at that time. But whatever, it's null and void. The PlayStations, the Nintendos, the Xboxes, all this stuff was in the back. All the books, the stuffed animals, a couple Barbies, little action figures, all this stuff was on the front with the people who had vouchers to get this stuff, even though these organizations excuse me, had donated to them to let them give these big gifts off to people in need. And they kept all that stuff in the back because it was going to the families of the people who work for said organization. All I'm saying is it's corruption in every level. I'd rather do the right thing by handing something to an individual with my heart in the right place than give to an organization that might be skimming off the top or taking advantage of people. So we got to be aware of that. I don't want to be cynical about everything, but we just got to be aware of that as well.
Man, that reminds me of something that actually just happened about 4 days ago. Right after me and Lamar and Trey were just working out, I was driving by the Walmart. And I used to work in this manufacturing facility as a team lead. And one of the guys who used to work under me was standing outside holding a sign. And I pulled up on him. I'm like, man, what you doing out here? Real hard worker, straight arrow guy, all of those things. Came here from Sudan. And he was outside, man. Wife left him, lost all his paperwork and everything. Just out trying to get some money so he could get to the next place and try to figure out what to do next. Just pulled up on him, man, gave him a couple of dollars. And usually when you see those people, you don't necessarily know them, but it just kind of moved me to see somebody that I knew out there. So that's something that I don't think I had experienced before until probably just about 4 days ago. So it's just interesting that this topic even came up, man. But real good guy, man. So I really hope he found his way, man. And I just try to give him a little something to kind of get him ahead so he didn't have to spend so much time out there. But yeah, man, we help out when you can. If you don't feel it's right, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But if it moves you, do so.
And our sponsor, Elgato, has decided to pop in and give a word.
Hey, how do not all, but how do homeless people be ending up with dogs?
Listen, dog, I'm not doing this with Lamar, bro. Hey, Tay, I appreciate you, man, for coming on today's episode. I don't know.
And I had one thought, bro, I wanted to share.
Go ahead.
You know, you can't give homeless people Nintendos and stuff because where they going to play it at?
Bro, listen, I wasn't talking about homeless people when I was talking about the organization I was working for, food. These are just people in need. They wasn't homeless. It was people that had kids and they got vouchers for their kids. I hate y'all so much, man. I got to do so much explaining for y'all. Y'all need listen, man. Y'all real bougie, man. Y'all start y'all company and now y'all start thinking like rednecks, bro.
No. But seriously, you ever seen a homeless person that look like they ain't 8 and 16 weeks and that dog got a collar on and the dog look healthy? And I'm like, did that dog have a shampoo? That dog has to have had a shampoo. That fur don't look dirty at all. So I don't know.
Hey, listen, his Instagram is at @afreshburner. Please direct all your hate to him. Like y'all can DM him directly and let him know how much y'all can't stand him. @afreshburner is on Instagram. Do not come for me, y'all. Okay, this man is out of control.
So take some dog treats with you around.
All right.
You know, the dogs is innocent. I don't know how. I don't get it. So have some dog treats with you so that if you see a person in need with a puppy, you know, get that puppy a treat.
Hey man,
all
I'm gonna say is if I was homeless, I would hope that I was lucky enough to have a companion and wouldn't have to deal with that all by myself. Because one of the basic human needs is community and being around other people. So I know a dog ain't a person, but at least it's a companion.
You know how bad it hurt that dog to be walking on that concrete and it's that cold. Man,
hey, listen,
go
man.
to that shelter.
Hey, listen, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Unlabeled Podcast. We see y'all tomorrow with another episode. Peace.